don't pay attention. I understand it's a problem, but it's like whatever. I'm having fun. I'm buying something online. It's just like so exciting to be clicking place order.
Soda.
Whatever I'm buying, ordering. I don't care if it's food, clothing, stuff for the house. I love to press place order.
Like that's a thrill.
It feels like when I'm drunk some nights and everybody's sleeping, I'm like laying and I'm like I'll just get something. Like just something, just like a little treat.
Is everybody asleep? Yeah, I'll just grab something.
Just grab a little something. I don't need it. You know what? I'll get a new shirt. It's like having like a little scoop of ice cream before bed or something. Like having a quick little cookie.
I'll just order something.
It feels good. It's like, shopping can be an addiction.
Yeah, but not shopping like just getting a slice of pizza and
it's like a quick high.
Right.
A quick little high. Feels good. Place order. Yeah. So satisfying.
How are you?
Hey, great.
Yeah?
Yeah. Doing awesome.
Good. That's what we're here to be, is awesome.
We are awesome.
Awesome. Welcome to Satisfying.
Yeah.
The podcast where all are satisfied all the time.
I mean, people were livid last week.
And also it's the second time in recent
that we've had to skip
a week.
Yeah.
But,
well, actually, the week we had to skip wasn't really skipped. You just forgot to upload the whole podcast.
Only the audio part.
We did it.
We did do it. We get credit for that.
Do we?
Well, and technically, even if you just listen on audio and so you missed it, because you are right. I forgot.
Right. I'm forgettable, apparently.
No, but then you got, technically, if you only listen on the audio, you got the Wednesday audio upload and then the Thursday audio upload right after that.
Right.
So it's almost like
double whammy,
but then we took another week off.
Yeah. Well, we were very busy.
Very, very busy. We're always very busy.
We're very popular.
Very popular.
Right.
That's the thing. It's
we're
like
beloved.
we couldn't do it because we were so popular.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people love to hear.
Do you say beloved or beloved? Or are they two different words?
No, you are beloved.
And you are my beloved?
I would think so.
Okay.
That's where I was
Feels
going
right?
with that. Yeah.
All right. Stick with that.
I mean, a beloved, like a beloved pastime, a beloved. Yeah, no. You'd say, to say a beloved pastime sounds like somebody that like has read one book.
Right.
And has seen that word used in a different context and thinks they're going to sound smart by saying it in the wrong context.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's not me though, right?
No. You just brought up the word.
I was like, I can never tell if you're like, kind of like, underhandedly just making fun of me and I'm not picking up on it. I never really know.
Right. Like you want to let this thing play out because eventually if I'm making fun of you, you'll go, yep, there it is.
There it is. Yeah. Should have seen it all along.
No, I would never. We were just going, we were just out, picking up food.
Yeah.
And Nicole goes, I'll make this easier, which is never the way it'll go.
I mean, in theory, it sounded easier. We get there, it's done.
You should know that for whatever reason, when you do things, you have trouble doing things.
Just things in life. Trouble doing life.
So if you're like, oh, this will be easier, it won't be. Probably be a little more difficult.
Okay.
And take more time.
Yeah.
And cost more money.
Just making sure that, good. Yeah, just making sure I got the last word in on that fight. I could see the dots. Sorry, I could see the dots going after I started.
And then
I wrote, don't write something that's good.
Did you?
Yeah, I wrote, don't do this.
Wait. So you're going back and forth. I'm assuming this is husband?
Of course.
Right. And you're going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then you wrote something mean.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see him preparing. You see the dots.
I see the preparation.
And you say, don't even.
Don't. You're going to be sorry. He stopped.
And he did.
He knows it. He's right. It'll get nasty. I mean.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Do you ever worry that like all those instances of him being like, you know what, I'll just suck it up because I don't want to deal with it?
Well, eventually.
Like he's just burying all that.
Yeah, well.
And that is bad for your health.
You know how much I've had to bury because of that, man? We're good. We're even.
Do you bury? You don't really bury.
Well, I mean.
It comes out.
It comes out, but how much I've had to like just let go.
Do you? No, I don't know.
Well, I mean, like an attempt to let go enough to move on and not like continue to hate each other.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot. I mean, when he pisses me off, all of those things come flooding back. So I'm assuming I am burying a little bit, but.
Yeah, because sometimes I wonder, like when you fight, like, is there I worry sometimes That there is no either. If I'm upset, I'm upset. And if I'm not upset, I'm not upset. As opposed to like, yeah, this is annoying, but it's not like I want to end you level annoying.
Right.
I don't know that you differentiate between the levels of annoying well. But I could be wrong.
I'm getting better. Like,
Are you?
I am able to diffuse a little bit more through therapy with you, through therapy with my therapist. I am able to sometimes be like, don't just walk away because you're gonna make this worse.
Will you talk to your therapist and when she repeats things back to you that you just told her, go, oh, wow, that does sound nuts?
Sometimes.
Sure.
Like, I'll be like, I wasn't trying to be, like, she actually said, I got in like a whole thing with Keegan and I was yelling at him because he was bullying this kid on the, it's like a whole long story, but he was like not bullying, but he did something to scare this kid that was small. And I was like, dude, that to me is like, there's nothing worse than a bully. I'm not raising him to be, I don't like that. And if someone bullied him, I would end them. So
You'd step in for him? Because a lot of people say that when you're getting bullied, the best thing that can happen is have your mom fight your battles. Okay. That's what they say. They say bullies will leave you alone if you get your mom to fight for you.
No, but it's more like I was just trying to tell him, like, I would be so angry that somebody was being nasty to you. So as we were like walking, I kept saying, like, do you feel cool now? Do you feel cool that that's what you made a little boy cry? Does that make you feel good inside? So my therapist was like, this might be hard to hear. Do you feel like you were bullying your son?
Bro, I mean, me and your therapist have got to talk because it's the first thing.
Well, I want him to.
When you said that, I was like, why do you think you can bully your son out of bullying other people? They're going to learn from your behaviors, not the things that you say.
I want him to know how upset that made me. Like, that's not cool. And do you feel better?
Wait. What difference does it make how upset it made you?
Because then maybe he won't repeat the behavior.
No, you have to teach him why the behavior is wrong, not that you're upset.
All right, so then you be me.
Okay.
I'm Keegan.
Okay. First of all, you look upset.
That's what he does, though. He does. He kind of just stares at you like.
I would go, what did you just do?
I screamed something in his face.
Why?
I don't know.
If a bigger kid came up to you and screamed in your face, how would you feel?
I wouldn't like it.
Do you think that that's the type of thing you should be doing to other people?
No.
Is that the way you want other people to see you?
No.
Do you want to be the type of person that does that?
No.
I don't want to see you doing it.
Okay.
Are you going to stop doing it?
Yes, but not really. Is what happens, what I'm saying.
So you think maybe I can instill a complex in him, right?
No. And then after we talked, I said, I don't want to yell at you. I don't want to be upset with you.
Mm-hmm. But you're making me.
But no, but your behavior is, I want you to understand how angry and upset that made me. Like, that is not okay. I don't ever want that type of behavior. That's not okay in our house. And we talked about why it was. And I said, all right, buddy, can I have a hug? And we hugged and then we moved on. I'm not like a horrible mom.
And nobody thinks you're horrible. That's why I don't even like to talk to you about this stuff, because you're like, I'm not terrible. I'm like, I don't think you're terrible. But also bringing that back to don't do this because I don't like it.
Okay.
Is not.
That was the only thing that I said that might have been sort of bullying, but you know what I was getting at.
No.
Do you feel good? Did that make you feel good? Because that's what a bully does. They like it. They like to make you feel scared or sad.
Right. No, you bullied him, but then also it's manipulative to be like, don't do this. I'm upset now, and I don't want to be upset with you, but you're making me upset. And he's like, what the fuck? I thought I was talking to this other kid over here. What do you mean you're upset?
Anyways.
Don't feel bad.
So anyway, so yes, the moral of the story is you and my therapist are one. I should just save money and talk to you.
or save your feelings and talk to her. I feel like I make you upset.
No, you don't make me upset.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the truth hurts, doesn't it?
Okay.
No, you don't make me, neither of you make me upset.
Okay. No, I mean, I have to catch myself often where I'm like, just brush your teeth.
Yeah.
And like, my wife will be like, why? What are you doing? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm doing something. Let me take a breather.
Yeah. Well, Matt was like that the other day. I just told you on the way home, and Parker looked at me and I went, I'm sorry. He's an asshole. And she just was like, I looked at me like, and I was like, but he's our asshole. And
that's nice.
Yeah, he is.
I think that's good.
Okay.
Because it's like we accept people for their flaws. Like
right.
it is. That's our family before.
So many flaws.
Yeah. Because I think you forget, like, when did you come to terms with the fact that your parents were humans?
I'm still working on it.
You're not quite there.
No, but I mean, yeah, because.
But that's normal. Yeah, that's why I asked.
Like, I feel like, there's a little bit of like a God complex with them. It's like they can do anything.
Right.
Probably when I was in high school, I started being like, oh wow,
Yeah, I think I was out of college before it
yeah.
really clicked
It's
in.
very
That, like,
disappointing.
in a way, sure, because it's like, yeah. I mean, and then you start to develop a little bit more empathy, unless
Right.
they're, you know, you
Right.
realize not only are there people, but they're bad people. I didn't have to realize that, luckily.
Yes, yeah.
But there are people that do.
Mm.
And that's a tough pill to swallow.
It really
that
is.
complicates things a lot.
It's like swallowing a pill without water, a
Right.
big horse pill.
Right, with cactus spikes on it.
Yes, that's what it's
Yeah.
like, and I know the feeling.
Right, right. And
Yeah.
then trying to digest that pill out.
Oh, it's not gonna.
No, it's bad.
It's just gonna
It's
just
bad.
float around in there.
Because
Hit-
the cactus spikes don't come off.
No.
And they come out the other end.
right, and that also hurts.
Horrible. Something
lot of
fierce.
pain.
Something fierce. But I think sometimes we forget, like, when we're being parents, that they see us that way. So when we're like, look, I'm just a person, like, I'm trying my best here.
Yeah.
You can't really be that, because that's not how they see it.
I do try to, more than my mom did. I do try to say like I can be anxious too. Like I can have sad days too. Like those are, so they don't have what I had and think that I don't want them to think I'm God. I'm pretty sure they've already realized that I'm not superhuman. But there's more spam.
No, I think
My freaking phone.
I think that's good. That is good, I think.
Yeah.
Showing vulnerabilities and like being like, hey, I get it because I've been there.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like when like Parker looks at me and she's just like, Are you freaking out right now? And I was like, why? And she's like, because you're sweating and clenching your jaw and your leg's not stopping moving.
That's scary when you realize, like, oh, they're way smarter than I thought.
Oh, they see it all.
Oh, they know everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, or they start remembering things that you're like, wait, I don't even remember that. You
Yeah.
should not remember that
No.
that happened.
No,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, it's a journey.
it is
Life is a highway. I want to ride it.
all night long.
That's exactly when I want to ride it. Yeah. I see people are probably used to you drinking out of a 20 ounce.
Yeah.
We get to
I need a coaster.
I
Feel bad.
had a coaster at one point.
That's fine.
Isn't that very typical me? I had a coaster at one point.
One
There was a
coaster.
moment where there was a coaster in here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There it is.
Oh, look,
It's under all the trinkets.
what does it say? Sammy, brand muffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
We went and got lunch before the show, as we do.
As we want
As
to
we
do.
We bring the food here, have a wonderful dining experience at the home.
Yep.
And Nicole, and again, when I say that you wanted to make things easier, you're like, don't worry. I'm going to order on the app.
Yeah, we'll
And
be there when we're ready.
I'm like, okay. Okay.
So what'd you order?
I ordered a buffalo slice, a regular slice,
Regular.
slice, buffalo slice,
Yeah.
and a drink.
Yes.
Right.
And then I wanted a drink also.
Right.
You went P, I went DP, as I
Yes.
wanted to do.
Right. But we get there, and it's a place that we know, and they go, you ordered everything on online, right?
Yeah.
And it's a pizzeria. It's like
think-
most of the people aren't ordering online.
No, and I looked at him and I was like, just trying to make it easier.
And it was like, of course you are.
He looked at me.
Because then he goes, yeah, you ordered the 2 liters. And you were
I
like,
go, yeah, 2 sodas. He was like,
and I immediately, when he said the 2 liters and you said 2 sodas, I went, oh my God.
I mean, like party size.
2-liter bottles.
I don't-
Everybody knows what a 2-liter bottle of soda is.
I wasn't thinking. I just saw soda and I ordered it.
That's the problem.
I don't know. I've been there a million times with you and I've never seen 2 liters. So like,
Because
I just saw the soda and right?
No, wrong.
Okay.
Wrong. Because it's a pizzeria.
Right.
So the drinks that are opposite the counter are drinks that you would grab, like, I'm going to grab a slice and I'm going to grab a drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody would sit down at the restaurant and get a 2-liter.
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. It was so obnoxious. I was embarrassed walking out of the pizza.
You should have been. Because then the guy working the counter, he's like, you said that. You go, well, I've never seen any 2-liters out here. And he's like,
We keep them back here.
he's like laughing. He was like smiling. He was like, I like you guys. He was like, no, we keep them behind the counter. They're for like, if you're having a party and
Right.
you want to get pizza, like
I
I'm going to get 6
understand.
pizzas and 2 2-liters
Well.
because that's what you'd need. We got 3 slices and 2 2-liters. They must have thought these must be the thirstiest customers we've ever had.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. So then he was like, I can try it. And I was like, no, it's my fault. I deserve it.
I have to learn.
To learn from my mistakes. I won't.
I have to. No,
I
you
won't.
won't. You won't. But I mean, like, so you don't.
So this is what I'm thinking. So they've got like the fridges, right? That with the, like the grab, you get a slice and you grab a soda or a drink.
20-ounce soda.
Okay, but normally,
Right.
I would think they wouldn't have liters. But now that you're saying that, if you order a couple, like 2 liters for a party and like a couple of pies, but normally I would think they'd have like fountain back there to like. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Why would they? Why the fountain?
That you could fill up a pitcher. I don't know.
A pitcher? What is this, like an old school Pizza Hut with like the red glasses?
Like, I remember those.
Of course
I love
I do.
those.
With the Book Award points?
Yeah, if it was like a bookathon or something, or book.
Yeah.
We got the pins.
Yeah. You get personal pan pizzas.
Yes.
And they had like the stained glass chandeliers.
Oh my God.
It was well lit enough that you could see everything, but not well lit enough that you could see how disgusting the floors were. It was really great.
Yeah, it really was.
Salad buffet up front.
Loved the salad buffet.
I mean, a sit-in Pizza Hut.
It was like exciting when it was like, come on, we're going to Pizza Hut.
No, I missed it. There was one in my neighborhood where I grew up that they were just replaced. They completely bulldozed it and replaced it with a drive-through Starbucks, which it's fun to have a drive-through Starbucks in that neighborhood.
You
But
lost
like
your nostalgia.
because the roof was like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And then
yeah.
you go in and like you could have a birthday party, you could whatever. But no, I mean, like if you're going in to go or getting delivery, you wouldn't have a party at the pizzeria. You'd have a party someplace else and they would bring pizzas there. And they wouldn't bring pitchers with the pizzas. That's crazy.
This is a problem I have. I've done it before, especially when I'm ordering. So if I order on Amazon, I'll order something that I think is like a big one for the family or something, and I get like an itty bitty one, or the opposite. Like the quantity is always like
That is a story of your life. You order a big one, you end up with an itty bitty one. You don't know
right?
what to do with it.
Yeah, what do I do
Yeah.
now? I don't want a micro. No, but it's like I'll accidentally like order 3 of something I don't need 3 of.
You just want one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I didn't see that it comes with this many. Like, yeah.
And you could just click a thing to make it down to one.
I don't pay attention. I understand it's a problem, but it's like whatever. I'm having fun. I'm buying something
Right.
online. It's just like so exciting to be clicking place order.
Soda.
Whatever I'm buying, ordering. I don't care if it's food, clothing, stuff for the house. I love to press place order.
Like that's a thrill.
It feels like when I'm drunk some nights and everybody's sleeping, I'm like laying and I'm like I'll just get something. Like just something, just like,
get something.
like a little treat.
Is everybody asleep?
Yeah,
I'll just grab
Just
something.
grab a little something. I don't need it. You know what? I'll get a new shirt. It's like having like a little scoop of ice cream before bed or something. Like having a quick little cookie.
I'll just order something.
I'll just order something. It feels good. It's like, I mean, shopping can be an addiction.
Yeah, but not for shopping like just getting a slice of pizza and
It's
and
like a quick
2 liter.
high.
Right.
Quick little high. Feels good. Place order. Yeah. It does make me have that feeling.
You love it. Even when you're ordering like food.
Oh, yeah, I like that feeling.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why he also gets mad at me because, you know, like if you order like Uber Eats or like Grubhub or any of those, like sometimes like the service fees have gotten so
Astronomical.
insane. Like we ordered sushi the other day and like the service fee was like $17.
I mean, I've had these things where I'm like, and I don't eat expensive food.
Right. I know.
And all of a sudden something I'd be like, what's it going to be, like $23? It's
Yeah.
like it's $62.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, how?
Yeah.
I don't even understand. I thought I had the premium thing that knocks off delivery something or other.
He's like, just go downstairs and get that thing. And I'm like, just want to press place order. It feels good.
But you don't get the same feeling when you order at a counter.
No. Nope.
You like place order.
Place order.
Yeah.
Check out.
Right. And you don't even have to punch your credit card in. You can just
Oh,
double tap.
it's already ready to go.
You love that.
Oh.
You love a double tap on the side.
Immediate satisfaction.
Right.
Instant.
Scan my face and give me my merch.
Get me that little thing that I got.
A little something.
I can't help it.
And you go to sleep just feeling happy, knowing
I do.
oh, I got myself a little something.
Then
Look at me.
Then I wake up the next morning and I'm either like, what the F did I buy?
Yeah.
I don't have any recollection of buying that. Or I'm like, oh, yeah. It's another little happy moment.
Do things ever come in the mail that you're like, this is not something I recall?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I can sometimes hide it if he's like, what is this? Like, enough. You've gone to the end of you've reached the end of the internet. And I'll just say, oh, I don't know, this company, they sent it to me. Because sometimes companies will send us things, right?
Sure.
So I just pretend that it's that.
And he's like, it's in an Amazon box.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They released
Bezos.
it. Yeah.
I think I'm going to go to space next.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. Again, love me or leave me.
You love that, though.
We all have our idiosyncrasies.
And so that's why you got excited, going like 2 sodas,
Yes,
1, 2.
yes.
1 for me, 1 for you.
Let's do it.
And then they're
Scan my face, press please order.
they're like 2 liters. And then the guy at the spot, he was like, no, I get it. It happens because he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I said,
doesn't happen.
be truthful. How often does this happen?
Never.
Like, how often has this occurred? And he just looked at me and like, never. This does not happen. Everybody knows the difference between a 2 liter and a 20 ounce.
I almost want to go back into the app and even see if there was another option besides the 2 liters.
I'm sure there was.
I don't think there was.
No?
I'll look.
Okay. And by the way, even if there wasn't,
Yeah.
you still didn't know it wasn't 20 ounces.
That's fair.
Because if there was, no other option. Number one, we could have bought the drinks when we got there. It's not that big of a deal.
I know. Okay, wait, let's go to
And number two, we could have gotten 1 2 liter instead of 2 2 liters.
beverages. Okay. Soda. Click it. The only option is 2 liter.
But it says right there 2 liter.
I didn't look at that. I just saw Pepsi and Diet Pepsi.
It says right there 2 liter, and then there's an option above it that says how many do you want to click, and you were like 2. I would like 2.
I would like 2 plus
Right.
Press place order.
Because I'll say like if it, first of all, that's why also if somebody's like, oh, will you place the order online? I will, no, I will not.
Why?
I'll get there and we'll just have a conversation about it, and I'll put my order in. It'll be totally fine.
Yeah, you're really great when you have like things to order for your family.
Well, I'm not trying to stack up on like, oh, and I'll have this, and I'll have, but then everyone's coming. Then everyone's coming with
But
me.
you're the matriarch.
I'm the matriarch.
You're the patriarch
I
of
am.
this family.
I am.
You can't go and get what your kids and your wife need.
I do that. I go to McDonald's. I get them Happy Meals.
Yeah, but when we ask,
Which is great because it's just like quantity 2 Happy Meal chicken
no
done
2 liter options.
done. No 2 liter options.
But like when we ask Jess when we're on our way home, like, do you want anything? If she tells us, you're like, I'm not doing that.
Well, because she'll go like this. I want like a chicken salad with this on the side
you
and a
make
little bit
me
of this
do
and a
it.
little bit of that.
Even though you're the matriarch.
I'm the matriarch. But you are the patriarch.
I am.
Yeah.
You're straight.
Yeah. No. Because I'm used to ordering simple foods.
But you have a family.
Yes, I do. And the children love simple foods as well, so that's easy.
So it's easy peasy.
Yeah.
Not Jess. Jess is complicated like me.
Right. Like what happened? We got food for my son. Just an extra slice. Throw an extra slice in there. That's no problem.
Regular.
Just throw a regular slice in there. No problem.
Yeah, I did it. And just a couple 2 liters. We're good
Couple
to go.
of 2 liters.
Having a party. If you guys want to come over, we've got
Your
plenty.
face when he was like, the 2 liters, right? You're like, what?
Yeah. I was like, no. I just was waiting and I slowly looked over at you and I was like, damn it.
Oh, man.
You love me.
I think you're the best.
I mean, you told me in the car that you're the best, but what else?
I mean, I also think I'm the best.
Okay.
I mean, do you have any idea in my lifetime how many people I've referred to as the GOAT? By definition, there's supposed to be one greatest of all time.
Right.
But in my mind, it's just a status people achieve.
Well, I like when you say someone's goated.
Goated.
Like, I feel like it's a good adjective. It's a good describing word, right? Like they're just like the best. Man. They're
right.
just shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I've described many
Yeah.
people as goated.
I like it.
You know, but that's, I'm a positive person.
You
That's
are.
how I feel.
You are.
Yeah. Have you seen, speaking of goated, Ryan Coogler is goated.
Yeah, he is.
Have we seen Sinners?
No, but I mean, I keep seeing this one clip that
Mm-hmm.
pops up where I'm gonna go see it. Where Haley Steinfeld,
I already know the clip.
yeah,
What?
I'm not gonna repeat what she said, but she says something about what he did to her.
Oh, that's the clip. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I thought you meant the clip where she starts spitting in his mouth.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. Is it?
Does that
angry-
sound appealing to you?
No, but is it?
It's
like,
in the throes of passion.
is okay? It is?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever been like, oh yeah,
No. I have not either.
okay.
No. I don't want to have
And it
anybody
wasn't
spit in
a
my
it
mouth.
wasn't a haktua. It was more like a drool.
Well, spit on that thing.
I'll spit on that
The hawk
thing.
No, yeah, it was like, transfer of
Okay. Of bodily fluid.
bodily fluids.
I don't know, and I don't know. Do they have good chemistry, Michael B. Jordan? and
Very
her?
good chemistry.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think Josh Allen is okay with this?
I'd be bummed.
Yeah, because
I mean, look, I'm not Josh Allen, so maybe it's a different deal. But like,
I'd be bummed
yeah, I'd be bummed.
watching my fiance spit in Michael B. Jordan's.
Yeah, I'd be like watching her and Michael B. Jordan, and then I watch them doing their press run together.
Right.
And I'd be like, what the fuck? Dude?
Well, what is
That
it?
sucks.
Sauce Gardner, like one of his teammates, said, "I'm not going to see that just for my boy Josh Allen." Like standing up, I won't go
Yeah,
see that.
yeah, no. I'd be bummed. But I'd be bummed from the beginning if my wife was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do some romance scenes with Michael B. Jordan. I'd be like, that sucks.
Yeah. But would you eventually like find a way to be okay with it or no?
Well, what's the choice? Because she's not gonna say no. She's not gonna be like, oh, my husband doesn't want me to. It's like, number one, it's your work. You're
Yeah.
getting paid, and number two, it's a great gig.
Right.
It's Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
I can't imagine a woman being like, I prefer not to.
Well, Penn Badgley has been very outspoken about because monogamy is so important to him and
Yeah, right.
loyalty.
I've seen what he's done to these girls.
Yeah, but he says for the
Joe
most
Goldberg.
he doesn't let. Well, he kills them.
I know he does.
But he doesn't let there ever be. He usually says no to like a graphic sex scene, like a gratuitous,
For himself.
indulgent sex scene. Yes, for himself. He won't because he just feels like that's disrespectful, which I feel like is like, but you're acting.
Right. Well, there is definitely a difference between like, yeah, you're acting, but you're having a great time at work.
Grand old time.
Yeah. You seem to be having a lot of fun.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah. Now, look, for this movie, I wouldn't say the sex scenes were indulgent.
No, but were they good?
Yeah.
Am I excited?
I think you'll be excited. So, look, I know you don't like horror movies, though.
No, but I do want to see. Everyone's saying it. Didn't Rotten Tomatoes rate it like 99%?
It's fantastic.
Okay.
And it's not, I can't even say horror movie.
Okay.
I will say this.
More thriller or like scary, but
There's
not.
vampiric elements.
Oh, look at you, vampiric.
Vampiric.
I just got a little tingle.
You did?
I don't know. That's a cool word.
Don't forget, vampires are romantic.
Yes.
Did we talk about this with Nosferatu?
Yes.
Yeah. Vampires are a romantic
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're always fucking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Love to bite.
Vampires love that.
Bite in the bedroom. A lot of blood sucking.
Oh, they love that. You know why?
Why?
Because what fuels a vampire?
Blood.
Fluids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was just blood, but you're throwing out any fluid.
Fluids.
Any
They
and all
love fluids.
Fluids.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
No,
you.
but so yeah, I mean, and like the horror elements in that movie don't really kick in
Okay.
until we're pretty deep into the movie.
Okay.
So it's like a full-fledged story. More so, there's a lot of jazz.
Oh, it's vibey.
Super vibey. Little coming of age.
Okay.
Takes place in the 1930s.
Ooh.
You know,
they all
down
talking
south.
about all like, yeah, see? Oh, no, they're down south. Sorry.
South.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. No, they don't do that. They don't. It's not a gumshoe film.
Okay.
But no, it's and it goes, the directions start weaving and everything. But there is, a lot of sexuality, a lot of jazz, drooling in the mouth.
Right. Wait, I have a question.
Mhm.
So
And Michael B. Jordan plays twins.
Oh, so he actually plays, but
Both
both
of them.
obviously.
And he's great.
That's very.
I mean,
good.
and it's great. And that's a difficult thing to do. And like, not only is he great at it, but it doesn't take you out. Like when you see two Michael B. Jordans, you're not like, oh, let me see what I can see of the line. And then that doesn't take you out of it. And they're also both different.
Does he kill it like the Olsen twins?
Well, the Olsen twins were real twins.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, Dove Cameron. She plays. It's a Disney show. She played Live and
the Olsen twins were actually.
Yeah, actually twins. My bad. Wait.
I would say better than the Winklevoss, played by Armie Hammer.
Yes. Better
than the Winklevoss. But the Winklevoss were good.
Okay.
Winklevi.
The Winklevi.
The Winklevi.
Yeah. Wait, what was I going to ask you? Oh yeah, this is what I'm going to ask you. So now that everyone talks a lot about when there are love scenes in movies, there's like this didn't used to be this way, but like intimacy coordinators. Everyone's talking about intimacy coordinators that like help make sure that they're comfortable and during these scenes. And it's funny, like Sharon Stone was like, back in the day, they just were like, you just gotta go fuck. Like there is no one. You just gotta do it.
Right.
Not like actually do it, but like emulate it. Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
But my thing is when you're doing those scenes,
Right.
There like certain things you see. How is he not getting like a halfie or a holy?
I don't think
you have to. You're a man.
You have to.
It's physical. It's not like you're
Yeah.
being rubbed up on.
Yeah, there's rubbing happening. There's
Right?
friction.
Friction.
Friction. What results? No. It would like be like, okay, we're gonna be professional. We're gonna be damn it.
Immediately.
Yeah, right away. Plus, it's like a famous actress. You know how exciting that would be?
Yeah.
Like somebody famous.
Yeah, it's like
who's like. And by the way, you don't get famous unless you're beautiful.
Right.
Like top 1% of 1% beautiful.
Do they just tape it down? Do they duct tape?
Yeah, apparently, and so Andy Kaufman, he did like his bit evolved into going town to town and wrestling women. That was like one of his routines. Is that
Okay.
he would pretend he was this like really chauvinistic guy. straight from the 2-liter. Really chauvinistic guy. Women belong in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Men belong making the money.
Right,
Da. And I'll bet there's no woman here that could beat me in a wrestling match. And like his guy would be the referee, and he'd have mats out on the floor and everything. And women would come in, and he'd have this like singlet on and wrestle. But they said he had to tape down.
Oh, because it would just
Because he
you're
was
wrestling. I mean,
and he was kind of getting his kicks, I think.
oh,
I think he was kind of into it. You know what I mean?
yes.
I think he was a little into it.
I mean, he was a weirdo.
He was a weird guy.
Yeah,
He was a weird guy.
dude.
But I think, yeah, I mean, there's no way. Also, I would probably be a method actor,
Right.
so I would have to be aroused.
Like, let's actually do this.
We need to.
Yeah.
We should definitely do this.
We're not just gonna emulate it.
Right.
We're gonna do it.
We're going to do it all the way, and like, just tell Josh Allen I'm a method actor. He'll be totally fine with it. He'll be completely cool. Yeah, no, I think that, and I don't think you should be penalized for having a physical reaction.
No,
If you're
no.
emulating a sex scene and there's friction and rubbing,
Right.
you can't be penalized for that.
Penalized.
I know, it's a perfect word for it.
How long's the movie?
I don't know, man. Are you one of those
No,
people that
no.
goes like, "Oh, I can't see a movie if it's a certain length"?
No. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
wondering because like it is so good, but like
It's like
I feel
2
like
and change.
oh okay,
It's
but
not bad.
I feel like everything's 3 and change these days.
A lot of movies are very long. No, it's 2 and change.
Okay.
But yeah.
Was there multiple scenes that I would like?
And there's a lot of there's a sexual
Undertone.
vibe running through. There's a
Okay.
couple of different
Okay.
couples and
Okay.
stuff. No, I think you'll like that part. And then the where the action stuff
Mhm.
is not so like, oh, I don't like it.
Right,
It's
right,
not
right.
like crazy.
I don't sound like that.
It's not like
Oh, I don't like it.
right. That's what you do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly it. No, it's not
Okay.
like crazy, like scary or whatever. You'll actually like. I wouldn't allow it to be a movie that you're going to see for me
Mhm.
because I think you just like it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not a torture Nicole movie.
Okay. Right. Like Saw.
That was a torture Nicole movie. There's nothing about Saw that I would see and go like, you know who would love this? Nicole Biggins.
Yeah. This is just the movie for her.
No, that wasn't your speed.
No.
No.
It was horrific. actually.
This feels more like
Okay.
you will enjoy it.
I'm excited now.
Yeah. Yeah. And he made the deal that he made on it is nuts. Like he gets
Coogler or B.
Ryan
Jordan?
Coogler. He get B. Jordan.
B. Jordan.
Ryan Coogler, not only did he get final cut on the movie, but the rights to the movie go back to him in 25 years. So the studio owns the movie for 25 years,
Okay.
and then ultimately he will own the movie.
But what does that do? Like, how is that beneficial? Except for like, it's mine. Does
Well,
it make him more like money?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, because like when it go any sort of home video,
Or
streaming
streaming,
rights,
okay.
any of that will go right to him. I mean, that's how it's the same in the music industry.
Yeah.
How like all these studios
Yeah,
own
own.
your masters
Right.
and your
Not-
publishing.
Not Tay Tay anymore.
Boom. Well, he owns those masters.
Right.
Worthless.
No one's ever listening to them again.
Who gives it? Who cares?
Right, exactly.
I like the new stuff.
Oh, Taylor's version.
Taylor's version.
Did the movie
Not Scoot.
did the Taylor or not Taylor?
Okay.
Did this movie leave room for or allude to the fact that there might be like a second?
No.
Okay, it's a
Nope.
standalone movie.
It was. As a matter of fact, like there's a good solid bow put on it.
I
If you
love
like
that.
a beginning,
Oh.
middle, end, we went on a journey.
Yes.
We did it.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going today.
And it's a great journey.
okay.
Yeah. You'll like it. I think you'll like it a lot. I was actually watching a thing about people who do method acting,
Mm-hmm.
and it like makes them kind of crazy.
Yeah, but Christian Bale.
Yeah, like all of his stuff
Like,
is
why-
method.
It can't be good for you to like gain and lose weight that much.
De
Or
Niro
to-
used to do that too. I don't know if De Niro was ever method, but he did completely change his physical appearance.
Yeah.
Like when he did Cape Fear, and he was just jacked,
Yeah.
like just muscles all over. And
Yeah.
it's like this isn't.
Yeah, and or if you're like playing a crazy person and you try to like put yourself in positions where it will actually make you go like a little crazy, or you try to stay in character, like it can't be good for you physically, mentally, emotionally. Like I just can't.
That's what they say. Like Jim Carrey. That's why they
Yeah.
say one of the reasons why Daniel Day-Lewis
Mm-hmm.
will take years off in between his movies because like
goes
otherwise he'll be completely lost. Like he becomes
there.
these characters.
Yeah,
And like, if you just go from character to character to character, like I was talking on my wrestling podcast this week, I don't understand because I was kind of getting info about what The Rock's schedule has been like for the last year because he was coming out with this Smashing Machine movie.
Yes.
And
he looks identical to the guy.
It's crazy.
It's fucking weird.
It's crazy. So, and he's like acting.
Yeah.
Like he's changed his voice, the whole thing. He went in one shot he was doing WWE and on TV like almost every week doing this final boss character. But he was the final boss. You know,
Right.
and say what you want about wrestling, that's a character.
Yeah.
Like you're living as the final boss. And at the same time doing like a 10-week training camp because he was going to wrestle a match. This was a year ago. Right. So he's deep into this. And then as soon as that's over, he goes off to become Mark Kerr to do the Smashing Machine.
Right.
And not only is he now training MMA, but like mentally, he just went from being the final boss to now he's Mark Kerr.
Right.
And then as soon as that's done, he goes and shoots live action Moana.
Right.
So in his brain, he goes from being the final boss to Mark Kerr to Maui.
And that's
And
Maui.
you're like,
I like
what?
I like that he ends it with Maui.
He ends it with Maui. And maybe that's by design so he can like I can finally have some peace.
Yeah.
What can I say except you're welcome?
I mean,
and it's like
that's why they get paid the big bucks.
yeah, I mean, crazy though, right?
Right? Yeah.
How much they commit?
Yeah. I mean, again, that is why. I mean, not everybody deserves the amount of money, but like people like that, I mean, they deserve.
Well, I think people deserve the amount of money if they. But it's not. I mean, you get paid the money if you earn the money.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
Takes
That's it.
time
I
to be
don't
like a 20 million a film type of actor. It
Yeah,
takes
you
time.
deserve $20 million
Right.
per film if there are more than $20 million worth of people buying tickets to see you in the film. That's what makes you deserve the $20 million. That's it.
When will I deserve the 20 million?
When you can find $20 million worth of people. And by the way, movie tickets are getting more expensive.
Okay.
So it's less people.
Okay.
So it's good.
All right, that's good for me.
But if you could, so let's say $20 to buy a ticket to a movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find if you can find 2 million people that will pay for a movie ticket to see you, then 100%, I would go to anybody and say she deserves $20 million a picture. All you need to do is find 2 million people who are like, I will pay for a full price movie ticket to see Nicole Ryan star in this movie. Right. I don't know. She's going to be in the Blake Lively movie. I don't know.
I don't think that's good for me.
You don't think so?
I think I think she might be Dunyans.
Nicole and Justa Baldoni.
No. I don't want to be associated with either of them.
Just the whole thing.
Yeah. It's too.
But Ryan Reynolds is surviving.
I don't think he's doing that well either. I think he got lumped in. It's a mess.
But I bet if he does another Deadpool movie, everybody's like, it's fine.
Yeah, well, they love that character so much.
It's fine.
He is freaking funny.
It's great.
Funny dude.
It's a fun.
Yes.
Deadpool's a fun franchise.
Absolutely.
But they were saying that like, you know how Jim Carrey has gotten weird and weirder and weirder, and like, you know, he did that interview on the red carpet that time where he was like, no, none of us exist and this doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And the red carpet girl was like, what are you wearing?
Yeah. Well, they said that on Eternal Sunshine that he like was feeling dark and feeling like not okay because he was committing to the character so much and asked for like to speak to someone, to speak to a therapist or a psychiatrist, and they denied him because they were like, it's working for this. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's
rough.
But it was, but he was like, I need help. Please, I don't feel right.
And Michel Gondry was like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You're good. We'll get you some help after.
Yeah, you're good for now. This works for the character.
We got 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Suck it up.
And he's like, I'm really having a tough time.
Really losing it here, bro.
Well, they said when he got the role of Andy Kaufman in Man on the Moon that he went kind of loco.
Yeah.
And that he kind of lost himself.
Yeah.
You know? And they put that doc out on Netflix. But they said in the beginning, like when Man on the Moon first came out on DVD, they refused to put the behind the scenes footage. Because they didn't want people to think Jim Carrey was an asshole. Because he was still such a valuable commodity that they didn't want to. Yeah. They didn't want people to realize how difficult he was. That he thought he was Andy Kaufman. Like he was going to Andy Kaufman's family, and going like, "Hey, you know, thought you'd want to, see me. I'm Andy. So isn't that great?"
Wait, he was doing that in real life?
Yes.
Because he was losing his mind.
Because he thought he was channeling Andy Kaufman, and like Andy's.
Wait, but were they freaking out? Like, get away from us?
No, they were like, it's coming from an okay place. Like, we get what's going on. Like, they're making a movie about Andy. Like, Jim is fully
committed
in it. He's fully, and he should be committed.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, when I heard that had apparently happened, I was like, that's too much.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That he was like, and like everybody that was on the set, like Paul Giamatti has done interviews about it, going like, yeah, that was a tough,
Yeah.
that was a tough one. And everybody that was,
When people go to like a mental institution,
right?
like feel like just by going, obviously you need help, but just by going, being there would make you go crazier. I
How
don't know.
so?
I'm just
How
thinking of it
so?
because you're with other crazy people. You're
And-
not surrounded by like stability and like comforts and people that you know and love. I mean, I know you have to be taken out of the situation and really monitored and maybe medicated, but I've often thought about the fact that it's almost like this hamster wheel. Once you like go in,
Plus, you're not as crazy as that guy is, so you're probably fine.
right?
You know what I
right?
mean? Like it's normalized all of
Yeah.
a sudden where it's like, I mean, I set a couple of buildings on fire. That guy's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's peeling his skin off.
Yeah. I mean, that's weird.
I don't know. I just like think about that sometimes. Like there's some girl I follow that's like does tails from inside.
How does she know
What?
about the tales? Was she in a mental institution?
Yeah, but she's more like her tales, like what she's going through, what they're working on, and it doesn't seem.
Oh, she's in the institution
Yes,
currently, and she's
yes.
able to do TikToks from there.
Well, they're letting her just kind of talk about like today I worked on this, and I'm trying to like. It seems like it's supposed to be a helpful thing, like she's vlogging it, so it's kind of like cathartic. But I'm like, you're not getting out. I don't feel like it's helpful sometimes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, have you ever thought that you should be put in
Yeah.
an asylum?
Yeah.
You
No.
have.
No, I think I've had moments in my life where I was like, I feel like I've lost my mind, but
Right.
not like fully committed.
Sure. Maybe like I'd love to just take a weekend off that I don't have to think about anything.
That'd be amazing.
Maybe I'd jump in.
Let's go, like a spa.
Wouldn't it be great if there was like a mental asylum that was more like a spa?
Yeah, like I
And
don't
you
need,
could just jump in for a weekend and go like, I really just,
I need a breather.
right. Like you could go to the front desk and go, listen, if I see my spouse, there's going to be a murder.
It's just gonna happen. I don't want.
Can I,
Cool. You got a bed for me? You got a room?
do you want the murder or you want me to just chill here for a bit? And they're like, no, come in and chill.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah. Like, don't.
And then you can't talk to anybody else and they can't talk to you for like 2 days.
Yeah.
But only thing I'd worry about is every movie that I've ever seen where they're like, okay, check in. And then you're like, okay, Monday,
But
time
you
to go.
Never check out.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that terrifies me. Time to go. It's Monday. And they're like, yeah, we're going to keep you around.
Yes. I thought. Yeah. I think you actually do need to be here.
And then you're like, no, I really need to go. Whoa, calm
You're
down.
getting a little aggressive.
Oh my God. Whoa.
Oh, let's sit down.
What did I do?
I think maybe you need. You know what? Come here. I think we hold him down.
Yeah.
Let's shoot some medication.
No,
into your
I'm
arm.
fine. Whoa.
No, you're not.
You didn't say you wanted to stay for a weekend. You said a week. No, I didn't.
No. Yeah.
Are you having episodes?
Maybe you were hallucinating.
That's so terrifying
Yeah.
to me. That's of all the scary movie stuff.
That gets you.
This stuff, but I mean, it's also what I love the most.
Yeah.
Is situations where a character has, through bad decisions,
Mm-hmm.
put themselves into a scenario that they could not have seen where this was going to
Right,
go.
right.
They were clearly not the best decisions going in.
Right.
But it was one of those things where it's like, whatever, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
And you realize that you are in a situation where you have completely given up
yeah.
all control,
Yeah.
but you don't realize it until,
Too late.
yeah. I
You're
love
trapped.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Wait,
love
wasn't
that.
there a movie about like a mental institution or a place where they were giving them
The Joker too? It was great.
No. No, they were giving them something, but like it was instead of helping them get better, it was like making them crazy. And they were all kind of like this in this room. I just can't think of it right
Flew
now.
Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
No, this is like in the past few years it was made. I just can't think of
Yeah,
it.
Cuckoo's Nest a little older.
Do you know? You think? Do you know that they still give electroshock therapy? I somehow I was talking about this morning.
On the mashup you were talking about
No,
this?
no, no. Like behind.
I don't
want to
hear this when I'm driving my kids to school.
No, but like I thought they stopped like doing like things like. I mean, I don't know if they still do lobotomies, but like they.
Lumbotomies?
What is it?
It's not that.
Lobumba.
Lumbotomies is like,
Lobotomy.
that's like a dance you do.
Lobotomy. No M. Wait, is it lobotomy?
Boom.
Lobotomy. Okay, sorry.
Lorazepam.
Lorazepam. Yeah, they like don't do that. I don't think anymore, but they still like do like electroshock therapy, which I feel
In
like
America?
yes,
Whoa.
right. I feel like that should have ended.
Yeah, that feels like something that they thought worked in like the 1960s and have since realized this is just torture and painful.
Well, did you read the Sigmund? I read this just the other day. Sigmund Freud. It says Fun fact, Sigmund Freud loved cocaine so much, he would often give it to his colleagues, friends, and family as gifts.
What?
Weird.
Boy.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like, you hear these people that are like supposedly like geniuses of psychology, and they are nuts.
I mean, Sigmund Freud, although probably very right about many things, I mean, really, really just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, it is nuts that like, because with Freud, it was like everything. No matter what you went to him for, he's like,
so you want to bang your mom secretly?
Like, have sex with your mom.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? I don't have a lot of patience. I yell at people too much. Yeah, because you're frustrated. Because you can't have sex with your mom.
Right.
And you're like, I don't want to have sex with my mom. It's like, yeah, you do.
You do.
You ever see her in a bathing suit? Yeah, I mean, I guess. So you're thinking about her in a bathing suit. No, I didn't.
That's not what I meant.
What?
Oh.
He's like, you were looking, though. Why were you looking? I guess I want to.
Yeah.
I guess I want
to. Mom.
He convinced a whole generation. They all want to have sex with their parents.
Yeah, a lot of those people were like, yeah, they were kind of crazy, but there's some interesting and true things came out of their studies. But yes, when you look back at the time, it's like, well, what I just told you, of course he loved cocaine. He came up with some of the stuff when he was on cocaine.
Right.
Right?
Right, exactly.
And would give it to his friends and family. Why not?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the before and afters? Kind of like, it's almost like the faces of meth, which I often will be like, oh my gosh. But when they do.
Do you watch the Faces of Meth stuff just because it's like, ooh, narrow escape, but good for me?
What do you mean? I almost got there. I could have been into meth.
Easily.
It never did meth. Yeah.
Shout out to you for that, by the way.
Thank you.
I bet if you were raised in Florida, you would have.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it would have, like in college, because it depends on where you go to college, what drugs the kids are into. I would have done whatever was probably put in front of me. No joke. And it's horrible to say, but I probably would have.
You just kind of needed to be socially acceptable, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is what all
yes
my friends are doing. And my friends are pretty smart. So.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Wait, no. So have you seen before and afters of lobotomies? And they show the person before they had it. And it's like, and they're like all happy, like light in their eyes. And then all of a sudden they're just like dead, literally dead.
Wow. No.
Or if they saw that, weren't they like, maybe this isn't working?
Yeah,
they
but
don't seem so full of life anymore.
They're just like, yeah, but they stopped talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They won't shut the fuck
Oh, it's so quiet.
I know.
This is good for
They're
us.
just yap. We'll just slice off the frontal lobe.
We're good to go.
It should be fine.
Scoop it out like with an ice cream scoop.
That's it. I mean,
Do you remember
it's
that part
scary.
in Hannibal with what's his name when he's sitting at the table and they cut off and his brain's exposed?
I did. I did. I thought that was a little silly.
You thought it was silly?
Yeah.
I think it can actually happen.
I guess.
In theory, I think you could probably do that and still be alive.
It's probably really bad, though, if you get like lint and stuff in your brain.
Yeah, you don't
You
want
know
to
what
get
I mean?
dirty.
Right.
No dust. No
That's what I'm
dust
saying.
bunnies
Just
in
stuff
there.
floating in the air. Like
Yeah.
the skull really seals it off from
Yeah.
all that.
Fair.
It's like when you get a rare baseball card. You want to put it in that hard plastic case.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Keep it
You don't want the
protected.
elements.
To ruin it.
Hitting what loses its value.
Yeah, it won't be worth as much.
No, that's the
And
worst.
neither will you.
Right.
Cut your head off.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go see Sinners, I promise.
You think so?
I'm excited.
You'll like it.
I don't like often go to the movie theater. I'm kind of one of those, I'm part of the problem. I usually wait till it's on streaming.
Yeah. I mean,
You think I could wait till it's on streaming?
no. You should not. I like it.
Okay.
And it's shot in IMAX. You can go to. They make it in IMAX and 4DX. They try to make all these different.
Yeah.
You know. But this is one of those movies that people are like, the movie theaters are having a good run right now, because I think like that new Marvel movie, the Thunderbolts, that they just renamed.
The new Avengers.
I don't even. Are they trying to get people to go?
I think it was like a marketing tactic, obviously, but I don't know. It's like, also, it's a spoiler alert that Marvel spoiled.
Oh, because they become the new Avengers?
No,
Is that
because
the
like
idea?
Marvel's the one that put it out and was like, this is what this is all about.
Be them becoming the new Avengers.
Correct.
I mean, I support Florence Pugh, so
She's so hot.
yeah.
She's so cool. She has shaved head. She's hot.
Right.
Always got them titties out.
That's right.
Always. Like
Yeah.
she goes on the red carpet just fully, just like with like a mesh over her. And that's
The
it.
things are thangin'.
The things are thang.
But she's in my favorite movie. She's in Midsummer.
I've never seen it.
It's the best, but you probably wouldn't like it.
Okay. Thank you for being honest.
You probably wouldn't like it because it's really viscerally uncomfortable.
Oh, I don't like that.
And it also deals with like having harmful mental illness in the family.
And then it passed down.
No, just like the idea of like, there is a person in my family that is mentally ill
Oh.
and it is ruining everyone's lives.
Yeah, that's what happens.
You know, and sometimes you go to escape that.
Right.
And all of a sudden it's like, hey, let's talk about this.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're like, that's the last thing I want to talk about.
I don't want that.
Right. That's what I figured.
That's not ideal.
But it is because it's so, I mean, it goes back to that, like, oh my God, we're totally out of control and there's nothing I can do here.
Right.
That's what that is.
Okay.
And it's like such a slow burn.
Yeah.
And so like, you don't know why you're uncomfortable at first.
Yeah.
And then it really starts to click in and you're going, not only is it good that you were uncomfortable, you should have been more uncomfortable because this is bad.
But that's like dreamy for you. Like if you could live in awkward and uncomfortable at all times of your life, you'd be one happy man, and you're pretty happy.
Yeah, no, I like Cringe.
Cringe.
The kids, they go like, oh, that's so cringe. I go, where? Let me see.
Can I taste it?
Yeah. Are you watching the new Nathan Fielder rehearsal show?
No.
You know Nathan. Nathan for You.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't watched it.
Oh, dude.
Is it good? Because it's cringe.
It's so.
What's it on?
It's on HBO. It's on
Okay,
Max.
I'll
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah. Did you watch the first season?
No.
Oh.
I think you told me I should watch it. And I don't think I did.
It's very like you. I have no clue what the show even is. We're on episode 3.
Yeah.
Like he's just like by the end of it, you'll figure it out, but you'll go, this has nothing to do with where we started.
Yeah. I think that might annoy me. Like even you describing that, it's like that. I might be like, what are we doing here?
Right. You might get annoyed by it.
Yeah.
You might get annoyed.
I don't want to.
He's like helping pilots and co-pilots get along better. That's the opening premise for the show. That his theory is that a lot of plane crashes are caused by co-pilots
not getting along,
not speaking up. And he's got like all this documentation,
Interesting.
and he reenacts the flights.
I mean, the whole aviation like world has really gone to shit right now.
And that's what this whole. And I don't know, like.
Did you hear about the girl that stripped naked and shit on her seat?
And shit on what?
The seat on her seat. Stood up.
You're not talking about the Delco pooper?
No, this is a different one.
There's another pooper?
That was a road rage incident, and she pooped on their hood of their car.
And it dripped down into the grill.
Yeah, but she said it was clean poop, so it was good to go. Whatever that means.
I get it.
Okay, I mean I kind of get it, but it wasn't. That was a farce.
That was a total farce.
Yeah, it's not clean at all.
Yeah, that's a fabrication. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, does that look clean to you?
No. It's quite messy.
It's messy and liquid.
Yeah. But this person, I guess, on Spirit.
A clean one, it would just.
Yes.
It would hit like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be a perfect form.
Right. It would be made.
Made,
Not
right?
taken.
Right.
Made.
Right. I grew up with that.
Do
you have to make one? You
Right.
have to make a duty?
Right, not take.
You don't take one. You make it. You create it.
Yes.
It's your creation.
It's your creation. It's a part of you. Now send it away. Bye.
So long. I was on Spirit Airlines, of course, because nothing good ever happens on Spirit Airlines.
Well, it's great. It's a great rate.
I mean, it is a great rate, but not really. And she just, I don't know, obviously something was wrong with her. And she stripped down, which was on its own not okay. I mean, maybe you'd be okay with it if she was like attractive, but stripped down.
I'm totally fine. If people want to get naked on planes, that's fine.
That's fine. It's cool with you. It's cringe. So she took all her clothes off and then proceeded to make duty on her seat.
On her seat.
I mean,
There's bathrooms on a plane.
Well, what do? You have to land. You have to have emergency landing. That's not okay. That's hazardous material.
It is, especially if it's like, because you don't get to, you pick your seats when you get on board on Spirit.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you don't. There are no seat numbers.
Okay, but like that was your seat, or that's what you chose. You gonna sit back down in it?
Oh, you think she didn't shit on her own seat? She shit on someone else's
No, she
seat?
shit on her seat, but let's say it was a packed plane.
Right. That's what I mean. Like she's on the aisle. Like if you're in the
Yes.
middle going, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Why
would you do that?
Oh my God.
What do you do? You're just bing, bing,
Yeah.
bing, bing,
And then-
stewardess.
Help.
We're not stewardesses. We're flight attendants.
Yes.
Oh.
Whatever. I mean, if you didn't think that, like, the viral video, remember there was someone that just was, like, passing gas, like, so bad, and everyone was like, please, sir, stop, please. You thought that was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, she went all the way.
All the way. And, like, I'll stop now, but there's a pile here on the chair. It's
What
not
are you
going to
gonna-
stop stinking.
What are you going to do about it?
What are you going to do? I mean, yeah, So I wonder sometimes if, like, people are crazier on planes or if it's just there's more cameras.
Yeah. Well, more people also to report the craziness.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like everybody's got a cell phone camera.
Oh, yeah, got it.
So like
got
it gets out
yes,
there.
A lot of surveillance.
A lot of surveillance because like I've never been on a flight where something that loco has happened.
No. I'm trying to think.
I don't even know if I've ever seen anything in an airport. I've seen people yell in the airport,
yeah,
but that's I think always been that way.
When I was young, threw up on a dude's head.
Oh.
I remember standing up like a little bit, and I shouldn't have. I was very young. I was like 3, and yeah, I don't think that was ideal.
Yeah, I remember when I flew with the kids once when it was a few years ago, so they were younger. So my son was probably like 5, and we were like starting landing, and he was like, "Dad, I gotta pee. I gotta pee now."
No.
I was like, "Okay, let's go to the bathroom."
But you can't when you're landing.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna arrest me? So I walked back to the bathroom.
Sir?
That's what they said. The flight attendant was like, "Sir, you have to sit down."
He's going to wet his pants.
I go, "Miss, he has to go to the bathroom. I think it's probably better if we don't."
And she's let you?
She goes, "Okay."
But also when you're landing, imagine trying to pee while landing.
Well, yeah, we weren't. It was far enough up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you look
Okay.
out the window,
Yeah.
you don't see the New York skyline yet.
Right.
We're just starting
Okay.
initial descent. But it's like, I was like, "Ma'am.
Yeah.
You think I'm trying to get through the system so I can piss?"
I don't care, but this kid is a kid.
You tell me.
Yeah. What do you think that this person was charged with? Like public indecency?
Shitting.
No, I don't think that's a charge.
Oh.
I don't think that. No, but like you can't pee in public, so like I guess it'd go the same for
Right. So,
poop.
I think double for poop.
Yeah, right?
Way more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I'm sure leaving human waste behind.
Right?
I mean, just the act of defecating is probably illegal on a plane. Being naked on a plane is illegal. Couldn't have been wearing her seatbelt.
No, I don't think that that's illegal.
It's illegal.
Okay. But
The air marshal will get you.
there's got to be some charge for like making them land when they didn't need to. There's got to be, I don't know what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
There's got to be something.
Yeah, and I wonder if you go to like airport jail or real jail. Like, do you go to Well, yeah, maybe you go to Guantanamo Bay, like terrorist airport jail. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like if you fuck up on a plane ever since 9/11,
Right.
like, oh no, this is
Yeah.
way worse.
It's a wrap for you, kid.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Like,
I don't know. I just was thinking about like what it would be charged with. It's such a bizarre thing. It's not like assault, although you did assault the seat.
and the senses.
Yes, you assaulted our senses.
Yeah, that's the other problem. That once the plane lands, it's like, I don't want to hear how much work you've done on that seat to clean it. I'm not sitting on it.
Ever.
I don't want to get on this plane.
But someone is, because the next people aren't going to know what happened.
There's doo-doo particles all over this plane.
That's what I said about your jeans that you never watch.
I don't doo-doo in my pants.
I didn't
I
say
doo-doo
that.
in the toilet. And then I wipe. And I got a bidet.
Oh,
I got nothing to worry about. We got bidets on every toilet in this house.
Well, you don't only go to the bathroom here. You go to the bathroom maybe at work. Maybe
I'm not going in number 2 at work.
Are you one of those? You'd hold it in.
I'm not doing number 2 at work.
You would hold it in.
I mean, unless it was emergency.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, I'll be fine. I can handle myself.
Interesting.
You know, I'm not just running around like doing
Okay, so
shitties everywhere that I go.
nighttime DJ on Hits One, Mikey Piff. He has before, and one of Ryan's favorite things to do when he's in there and he's in the stall, obviously we know what he's doing. Ryan will go in, and Piff doesn't care. He'll just like ask questions. He'll start having conversations while he's shitting.
Oh.
And so
See, with me, like, I'll put my feet up on the door so nobody can see me. Like, I
Right,
don't
so
want anyone to know I'm in
Ryan
there.
will ask a question that needs a lengthy response and then walk out.
That's great. And Biff has no idea. He's just shitting, talking to himself.
And then someone walks into the middle of it.
What are you doing?
What's happening?
That's a fun prank.
Right?
I thought you were going to say turns off the light or something like that.
No.
I think this is a funner prank because
Yeah.
it's like totally innocent.
Yeah.
And makes you look like a fool.
Right.
Because not only are you shitting.
Yes.
And now everybody knows.
And you're talking to
You're
yourself.
talking to yourself, but also when you talk to yourself, you're talking about like work.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Like,
you're
so I think we're gonna add this song to the playlist.
Yeah.
Should we do an interview with so and so, and then like our president just walks in, and all of a sudden,
maybe SG will walk in and be like, "That's a kid
Yeah.
who wants it."
yeah, he never stops working.
Yeah, the boss walks in and goes, "Yes."
Yep.
That's what I like to
no
hear. That
days off.
That's right.
No moments off.
No. We're thinking about radio on the bowl, baby. And we're talking about it to whoever is listening.
Oh, it's my favorite thing that he's ever told me. I'm like, that's brilliant. Like I'm just.
And he was just doing that for himself?
yeah.
That's so funny.
He's done it like twice. He said. And he's like, if I ever, I mean, obviously, I feel like guys, you don't go into the stall if you don't have to, right? You will always use the urinal, or will you sometimes go in the stall to pee?
Only if the urinals are full.
Okay.
But you have to stand too.
Stan refuses to pee at the urinals. He will only pee in the bathroom with it closed. I don't need anybody looking at me. I'm like,
Nobody
I
wants
don't
to look
think
at you,
anyone's
dude.
looking at you. As he unravels his penis because it's so big.
Right, exactly.
Like-
I can't believe you wouldn't believe what
And
I saw in there.
I'm not talking smack. I've made fun of him to his face about this. I'm
So-
like, I don't understand.
He
Always
closes the door. I'll tell you, if I'm peeing in a stall, that door's open.
Oh, so people know that you're peeing and not pooping.
Yeah, exactly right.
They need
Exactly
to
right.
know.
That's exactly right. No, I was standing, bro, and you saw me.
You saw it.
You saw the door was wide open.
Yeah, you saw my back. I
Yeah.
wasn't sitting.
Yeah.
Standing.
No, there's a complex there though.
I don't know what it is.
That's
But when we found out, we were like,
does
what?
he sit when he pees?
No.
Our old engineer, Mars, he was so remember
I
do you
love
remember
Mars.
Mars?
He's still there.
Yes, but I'm saying
Oh.
like people might know he was like on O and A and all that
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
But he said this all on the air, so
He's
this is not
awesome.
private. He's great. We love Mars.
I love him.
And I love that he's been around since I started. Like
yeah,
he's the
yeah,
best.
yeah.
But
He sits when he pees.
it's the opposite. So he had a tough time with his mom growing up. His mom was not a good lady.
Okay.
And he has such a masculinity complex that under no situation can he pee sitting down. So even if he's dropping a deuce,
He's got to stand up and turn
he
around.
holds it so he doesn't pee while he's shitting, finishes shitting, and then walks to the urinal to pee.
Oh my God.
Because he was like, I'm a man.
Oh,
I'm a man. I'm a man.
Oh my God.
And then he goes home and he watches Hallmark movies and cries. That's true. I'm not being silly.
Why? He needs you. You need to
Yes, we
unpack
need to
everything.
talk, buddy.
He needs my therapist. He needs you.
He's one of those guys, though, that I think it's like, look,
It is-
I know it's weird. It is what it is, but I have found a balance
Yeah, it
somewhere in
works
here.
for me.
Just don't upset it.
Mhm.
There's probably, I mean, who knows what's under the surface?
Yep.
Just let this lie.
Yep.
And I think that's fair too.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, this episode really took a turn.
we got to the bottom of a lot today. Yeah.
Literally.
Make sure you're subscribed across all audio platforms. Make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel too. Leaving
Yeah.
comments, hitting like, leaving reviews on the audio platforms, telling all your friends about Satisfying.
Steal their phones, download Satisfying.
That's right. Then give it back.
Right. That's the right thing to do.
Got to do the right thing.
Right.
And we'll see you next time.